And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Finds his man, Waddle. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down, here's Tua. Completes this one to Braxton Berrios. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Here's Tua again. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
His first throw is an interception. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And Cooper takes it away. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Love throwing to start us off. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
A second down throw here for Love. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the touchdown is dropped. He had it for a moment in the end zone, but just couldn't secure it. What a chance for him. That's a rough incompletion to stomach.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Watson coming in motion right. Here he is on third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Watson coming in motion right. Love throwing on fourth. He throws a bullet to the center, and oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Tua out of the pistol. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back's come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, He sure made that one look routine.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Ready?
Pressure coming for Love. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Achane gets it. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Achane. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Trying again with Achane. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Achane. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Sanders all set to send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. Third down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Love out of the shotgun. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Working quickly here. First down throw. Here's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Love from the gun. He's got Watson. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Loves to throw again. Gets this one to Watson. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He's running with it. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. It's the Dolphins taking over on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua now from the gun. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up the...
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Third down run from Achane. And he's brought down for a loss. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Shotgun now for Love. Now we'll try one deep down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. This one misses the tight end. And now they face second down. Here's Love. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Love now to throw. Cut by Jacobs. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers. Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Red cycle. Here we go. Black shot. Ready?
He'll throw it yet again. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready?
4th down, here's Love. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. Now about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. They're set up at the 35 now.
Set. Ready?
Thrown on 1st down, Love. He sends this one in the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. He beams one deep right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Packers are stopped on that return, so that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Sanders all set to send it away. Nixon now to return it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check.
Handoff running left. Jacobs brushes him off with ease. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Play fake, it's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ready?
They'll run now on 2nd down. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Achane. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Not sure this should be a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He'll throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Achane, a 1st down carry. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. On target to Waddle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's caught left side by Hill. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. First down, here's Tua. Dumps it off to his running back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
How many times, Kate, how many times we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Looking to throw. They connect for the first. Touchdown, Miami. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. Sanders all set to send it away. Jaden Reed to return this. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins take over after returning it inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. It's second and goal. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. Give him 6 yards. That's going to set up third and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Mostert trying to punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Packers 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here comes Reed. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He fires one deep down the middle. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. He's trying another one deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hill now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. First and 10. Here's A-Chain running right. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. A-Chain on the inside give. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They'll stick with A-Chain. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw. A-Chan reels it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Trying for it, it's A-Chan. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Dolphins holding on to a field goal lead. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On target to his man, Barrios. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up here with A-Chan. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Miami. A-Chain again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has it down close. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Mostert on 3rd and goal. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They maybe get a yard there. Still can't manage to run it in. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Stand to attention. I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my shoe. Then I hear them say, turn around, shoot it. Turn around, shoot it. Shoot it, turn around, shoot it. Now turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. All in all, this place is crawling. Y'all them a move on the body, them balling. Electricity just a light up the place. With the boom, 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 up the face. We got the vibes and the vibes is good, good. You know we're rocking in the dark neighborhood.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive. In honor of the legendary coach, the stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from South Florida. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it's Nixon. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one up top for Dobbs. And that is incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On the bootleg, it's Love. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job, Platt.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
A good play action with Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's second down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. Exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the gun on third down, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Packers are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big game, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 12. On play action, Love. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Packers. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Now, faking the give. This one caught at the 4.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Guys, dig deep.
Ready?
Now Willis. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
These are the plays that drive a coach crazy. 3rd and goal. You put the ball into the hands of your quarterback and you trust them to make good decisions. But in this case, once there was nowhere to go with the ball, once all the throwing lanes were taken away, this ball needs to come out. You cannot take a sack and make 4th and goal that much more difficult.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. They'll go for it. Love. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Here's Jake Bailey now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot for Watson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. So no scoring as of yet. Nothing here at the break. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this 3rd quarter begins. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down, up past the 40-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, it's Love. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the second.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. And he's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but it's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Love. This one, up top for Dobbs.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Evan Williams.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took him down for a loss.
This one is caught by Reed. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So, points at 8. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Hill brought in motion. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Hill. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Miami.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Achane. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. It is 2nd down and 5. From the gun, here's Tua. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Tua. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Once again, it's Achane. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
Packers going to use their final timeout now.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Third and long. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. So a win here for the Dolphins. Just the...
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion and straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out the pay out the pay out. I'm finished. Then grade out the lake house. The bay watch the women. I go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. Like cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Like clear that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, a sun and moon and I'm shot bullet. Proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Miami. From his own end zone, here we go. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. drive after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, here's Tua. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Receiver in motion, going left. Completes this one to Hill. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Now Tua to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Miami touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at third and still 10 here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Purdy gonna go on fourth. He completes it in traffic. And he's gonna get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Play action now with Purdy. That finds Ayuk complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Purdy on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Returns looking good so far. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Through the decades, Kate, all kick returners have had to have tremendous vision, but it's a little different now with these new rules. You're not watching and feeling those guys running at you all the way down the field. No, now you're more like a running back. You're looking for that crease, that opening, that lane to exploit, and boy, did he.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Miami. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the set. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Fits it through the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Tua off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 14-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Quick slant to Samuel. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It's Cater Kohu up to make that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On third down, Purdy. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw by Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 28 out of that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
A 28-yard gain. And a 49er first down.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And it sets up second down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 14.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They send a man in motion. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Avoids some trouble. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He gets a lot behind one. Deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins tie this game at 21. Sanders all set to send it away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Working quickly here. Running back sent in motion. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Able to hit Mason, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning right is Ayuk. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Left side secured by Ayuk. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second down, looking for options. Chased out to his right. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Positive yardage is positive yardage, and he gets what he can before protecting himself and getting out of bounds. But it still leaves him a little bit short of the 1st on what looked like a broken play.
He's back to throw. The back's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Able to find A-Chan. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. He's got Smith. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins down by 7. Tua out of the pistol. This finds Smith. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Ball at the 33 for first down. He'll look to throw it. Achan reels it in. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Setting up to pass. Forced out, and Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Back to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown. And a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Sanders all set to send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They kick the running back in motion. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. to throw. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Now to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, come on.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A-chain again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He lofts it deep left. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead in this game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and one more ties the record. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Sanders all set to send it away. This will end up as a touchback.
Recovered by the receiving team.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbles it and drops it.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a 49er first down. From the gun is Purdy. Kittle brings it in. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Man in motion here. First down throw by Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. San Francisco calls it second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here at OT.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw it. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off Kendall Fuller. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.